A young group of socially concerned youth, possibility thinkers, will be hosting an event on gender-based violence this Saturday. The event aims to educate the community on gender issues. Joining me now is the founder of Possibility Thinkers, Alphonse Koruhama, and a youth activist, that is Deon Shekuza. Gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
We are fine. Good morning.
Good. All right. From the both of you, I'm going to start off with you, Alphonse. Maybe, you can tell us a little bit about yourself first and also about, Possibility Thinkers.
Yeah, my name is Alphonse Koruhama, and I'm the founder of Gender Possibility Thinkers. It's a branch of Himba Science Technology, which is my company. So I started a company which is a profitable company, but I put Gender Possibility Thinker as a branch that deals with social issues. So many times we come up with business that regulate the responsibility of the social issues. But this is a target that just deal with social issues. One of them that we're having currently now is gender-based violence.
Absolutely. Your 2 cents, please.
Okay, as introduced, my name is Deon Shekuza. I'm a youth activist and I primarily work on environmental issues such as climate change and sustainable development. And being a global goals advocate, it is within that capacity that I joined his initiative and specifically push forward SDG 5, which talks on gender equality and women empowerment.
All right, Alphonse, looking at the event, who is it aimed at?
So as we know that gender-based is affecting everyone, so the event is aimed for the public, mostly the young people, the elders, and everyone to come. We hosted it's like a town hall meeting where we have been interaction between the expert that we brought in and the communities.
And back to you, Deon, what do you deem as some of the, the solutions to gender-based violence?
Well, primarily, as all other national development problems, there's no silver bullet to the solution, but it's a multi-pronged approach. And currently, our constitution, our legal frameworks are very good. They do protect our women. But what lacks is the responsibility of community. We've come to a point when a woman is assaulted or murdered, we read about it and then we just sit down. But if you look carefully as an example of the uprisings in the United States of the black people that are being shot, you would see that the community rises together and then they take action. And I think as Namibians, we also need to come to that point where we rise as a community and then actually take it to the streets or to the local councillors or to the police. And that would send a message to the perpetrators that it's not okay actually to beat a woman.
And we see very little of this. What do you think is the cause of this? Are we scared? Don't we want to get involved? What do you think is another contributing factor to that?
Well, it could be possibly that there's a lack of civic engagement in our country. We are not really civically engaged in most of our stuff. We are interested but not active. And it happens to be that people look at it as it's not my sister, it's not my daughter. So I'll just read about it and then talk to it with my friend and not do much. And I think the police should also change their approach. They lack emotional intelligence. So we cannot expect these guys to actually do much because they can only act once a crime has been committed. But if you look at how women are abused, there's emotional abuse as well. But how do you quantify emotional abuse as a police officer? So I think we need to share the jurisdiction of the police and also take it to other parts such as church and all these other intermediary institutions. And that should strengthen it and allow women to actually open up more. If I may continue. And in a period of 3 years, we had 10,000 cases of GBV reported in Namibia. And we know that there's a problem with reporting. Now imagine the unreported cases. And also there's also a retraction of cases. Women go back and then they remove the cases. So I think it's an issue of finding a platform where women can openly speak without having the police. The police should be the last part of the solution. They should only come in when a crime has been committed, when they've seen that this is actually something we can do. But otherwise, we need social workers who actually care, empathy, and all that kind of stuff.
Thank you very much for your comment, Deon. Back to you, Alphonse. Let's look at some of the activities that will be taking place.
Yeah, the activities, we have people going to speak, young achievers going to speak of children's rights, and we have Nampa going to speak on the early marriages that earlier that we were talking about in Kunene. We're going to speak on women, children forced in marriage. So we have different people. The police also will be there to speak what's their role, as Shekuza was speaking this morning. So we'll be also some entertainment in between, and also refreshment will be there. Okay. And it's a free event. There's no money attached to it.
Fantastic. You know how we like free things, eh? Okay, so, in conclusion from the both of you guys, just again, when and where will the event be taking place? Also, what you want to achieve at the end of this event from the both of you. Mr. Shekuza, starting with you.
Well, hopefully this should sensitize the community, and according to our constitution, specifically Article 3, Chapter 3 under Fundamental Human Rights, which is then Article 3, if I'm not mistaken, speaks on family, and the family is the most important and fundamental unit of society. And all these cases the root causes start at home. If you look at most people into committing these crimes come from rural towns. We should actually take our projects to the rural areas where the customary laws initiate the men to think that we can subjugate our women and also have them as victims. Once we start respecting our families and change the way our families looked at, because it's an intergenerational issue, it's not going to be solved in 5 years' time. It's going to take a while. But our best hope is that the younger ones do not grow up facing these same troubles. So from this event, as I would like to thank him on air as well for coming up with such an initiative, I think we hope that the community from here forth can actually start taking action and speak up and be, as the theme is, brothers and sisters keeper. So we're trying to push that agenda of we need to look out for each other. I mean, we're a very small nation. There's no reason to be divided.
Yeah. So as the brain behind the organization, the starter.
Yeah, we're going to also to see what is the perspective of people as far as gender-based violence is concerned. What to know, that's how we can come together, because it's not about us going there. There are a lot of organizations that deal with these issues, but they go individually. But we are trying to put a platform where we work corporately so that we can hold hands. And the event will be in Okuyangaba, next to the service station. It's a disability hall, starting from 10 o'clock in the morning to 12, just 3 hours.
Okay. Yeah. Gentlemen, thank you very much for being here and having this very insightful conversation with me this morning.
Thank you for having us.
All right. There you have it. That was the founder of Possibility Thinkers, Alphonse Karuhama, as well as Deon Shekuza, who's a youth activist, and they're basically speaking to us on GBV awareness event that will be taking place this coming weekend. We'll return after the short break.